Namaskar or Namaste. This morning we are about 15-20 kilometers outside of Varanasi at Saranath, the archaeological site of Saranath. The importance of this site is because it is where Lord Buddha preached his first sermon. And I will let Shali tell us more about each thing as we walk along, but it's a very important site, and even the Dalai Lama has come to visit here.
After Buddha delivered his first sermon, and when Ashoka came here in the 3rd century BC, Ashoka, the great Mauryan emperor who ruled almost the whole Indian subcontinent in the 3rd century BC, after seeing the blood and dead bodies in the battlefield, he was distracted with the war and decided to accept Buddhism. After that, he came here to visit this place, and when he came here, he built 2 stupas and he erected 1 column here. And after his pilgrimage, lots of people started visiting this place. When the kings they came here, they built the monasteries for the monk, and when the other people, like normal people, when they came, they built their own stupas for the prayers.
How many small monasteries were there?
Altogether 12-15 monasteries were here. Rajka stupa. This stupa was containing the relics of Buddha, which was destroyed in 1794, and the ashes were thrown in the Ganges. Almost 2,200 years after his death. See there, that's a huge stupa.
When was that stupa built?
3rd century BC.
3rd century BC?
Yes.
You could see people up there on the top, they're working on it.
That was the place where Buddha delivered his first sermon. Not on the top of the stupa.
He didn't stand there on top?
He was not on top.
All right, but
Because
that's
when
the
he delivered the sermon, nothing was there. So that stupa is to commemorate the place where Buddha delivered the first sermon. And Ashoka, he built this stupa to commemorate the place. See, wherever you will see,
Yes. Usually you can
enter in those stupas. Like those stupas are hollow from inside.
But this one is not.
Canopy there. And it was the best column ever which was erected by Ashoka. Wherever Ashoka went to visit the places connected with Buddha, he erected the column there.
Main temple. And that's the main temple right there in the center.
And that was the place where Buddha lived in a cottage, small cottage. And in the 6th century AD, in the period of Guptas, they built a huge monastery there. And that monastery was known as Mool Gandh Kuti Vihar Monastery, which means the garden of real incense. Most important temple in Saranath. And it was known as Mool Gandh Kuti Vihar Temple.
There's no way I could ever pronounce that. But originally was Lord Buddha's little humble cottage.
The height of this temple was 61 meters.
Oh, that's big.
Almost twice to that stupa, almost double to that stupa.
So the temple would have been double what that stupa is. 2 standing images were found in the periphery of the stupa. Gorgeous pieces from the different monasteries when they worked on the archaeological site. Everything was out around the stupa originally and pulled down. What about that column that's left in the center? What is that for?
It's a votive stupa here. It was erected by the pilgrims when they came here for the pilgrimage.
The monolithic railing has 2 inscriptions from about the 3rd century BC, which refers to the teachers of the Sarvastivadin sect.
3.25 meters, and it was a monolithic column.
What does it say on it? What is that writing?
These writings reads the warnings for the monks and nuns not to create any kind of schism in the union. If someone creates, the person would be punished by the king. And on the top of this column, it was surmounted with the lion capital.
Where is the lion now? The capital?
That lion capital we can see in the museum, and
we're going
that's
to
the main
next.
attraction of that museum.
That is the second one. You can only see the first and the second. Buddhists come to this very important site. They put little gold leaf on everything. Our guide said many Tibetans come here during their winter and bring their handmade woolen goods with to sell. Steve and I are fascinated by the work that they're doing. These men standing on the side of this gigantic stupa. Now you can see some of the remaining decoration on the outside. It's been a while since I've seen Tibetan prayer flags fluttering in the breeze. These people are Tibetan. I can tell by the little Tibetan aprons.